This video explains how to complete the 3 Windows modules. So there are 3 modules for Windows here in our modules group in Canvas. And I do want to first point out that these are for Windows 10. Many of you may already have Windows 11, but the publisher doesn't have a lot of content for Windows 11, and there aren't tremendous changes. So this will be helpful whether you're using Windows 10 or 11. I also want to point out that, as I mentioned in the orientation video, that many of you are maybe using a Mac computer and you don't have Windows operating system. But our textbook is written for Windows, and that's part of the learning outcomes, is to learn about this operating system. So you can learn a lot about this popular operating system that's used in many businesses through the content that's available here. So each of these modules does have a chapter that you can read through. You can do that if you want to, but you really probably will just use the training and then use the training as a way to learn about the content you need to know about to take the exam. So the training is not graded. I'm going to go ahead and launch it. Anytime you click to launch one of these SAM tools or one of the things that are in MindTap, you'll have to click a second button to launch it. So it's going to open up in a separate tab in your web browser. And then just a moment for it to load. As I pointed out in the video about the previous module in Canvas, there's a check system. Once you've done that and you know that everything is operating properly, you shouldn't have to keep doing that. But if you're having any issues loading the content from here, check to see if the system requirements are up to speed, and then you'll click Start to launch it. It doesn't maximize automatically. It opens up in the smaller window. If that's confusing with the window in the background, you can click the Maximize button in the upper right corner. So this is set up similarly to the one for the Computer Concepts in the Web module. There's a video that will take you through. I don't want to click on it right now because it will start to play the narration of the for this video. But you can see that there are 17 tasks. For this one, there are 3 tabs at the top: Observe, Practice, and Apply. And the difference, I'll go ahead and take a look at this. I'll click on it.
Shut down Windows to conserve energy between work sessions and secure your data. Click the Start button on the taskbar to display the Start menu. Start menu is.
So I've closed that just because I couldn't turn off the sound on this recording that I'm making. But Observe will take you through all of the steps. The difference with Practice is that the narrator will pause for you to complete the steps. So you're first just observing as the narrator takes you through the video and shows you how to perform a task. Practice will allow you to read the instructions and listen and then perform the task. And then the Apply tab is what's just like the steps in the exam. So the Apply tab only gives you the instructions and waits for you to perform that. It doesn't show you how to do it. So it says shut down Windows 10. I would need to know how to come to this button, click the power button and choose shut down. And then it says that task is complete, and now it is taking me to step 2. So if you know a lot of this stuff and you don't feel like you need to watch through, you can jump straight to Apply. If you go to Apply and you don't know how to do it, you can just back up and click on Observe or Practice. Once you've gone through all of the tasks, you will click the Submit button to submit this. I'm going to go ahead and say OK, even though I didn't finish it, and then close. Now, remember, this will close you still in this MindTap window. Rather than clicking the X here and trying to find the next task, go up to the top of your screen and go back to your Canvas tab and go back to Modules to pick up where you left off. So that was the SAM training for Windows Module 1. When you're ready to go to the exam, you'll launch the exam. You'll load that in a new window, and it's going to load very similarly to the training. It's going to take you to a launch window where you'll click the Start button. And it tells you here that you have 3 attempts per task and 3 attempts at the exam. Okay? It says once you begin, you cannot stop and restart it. So don't start an exam unless you know you have some time to go through it. It's going to have the same number of tasks as in the training. So once you've gone through the training and you're prepared, then you can go ahead and launch the exam. So I'll click Start. Remember, if you want to maximize the window, you can click the Maximize button, and then it's going to take you there. So it's, again, the first step, shut down Windows. So I'll go to the little icon here, click the Power button, and shut down. It says that's correct, and it'll advance me to the next task. Now, if for any reason I didn't get it correct, it would give me another attempt and another attempt. Once you've used up your 3 attempts, it'll automatically advance you to the next task, and it won't give you an opportunity to go back and try it for a 4th time. So when you've finished and you click Submit and you click OK, I can then go and view my report and see how I did. And so I can see what my final score is here. So I know I didn't do well because I only did the 1 question. So you can see I got a score of 6 out of 100. So if I needed help with how to do a particular task, I could see if I skipped one and then I didn't do the rest of them. But if I didn't get this correct, I could go into the training to learn how to do it. I could go into a textbook ebook chapter to learn how to do it. But I can't relaunch the exam here. So I'll click the Close button here and close. If I want to take the exam again, go back to Canvas and go back and launch it again from Modules. And so the highest score will be recorded here in our Canvas course, but you can repeat that exam up to 3 times. Okay? So always view the report to see how you did, and then if you are unhappy with that score and you want to do it again, go and launch it again. So all 3 of the Windows modules have the same setup. You could read the ebook chapter if you want. Just use the training to help train you for the exam. Remember, there's Observe, Practice, and Apply, and the Apply step is just like what you'll see in the exam. So all 3 of these modules are exactly the same. Let me know if you have any questions.